What is going on, everybody? You are watching Spectre React, and here is my review of Your Honor Part 7. Check it out. This is really my favorite part of the week because Your Honor is the kind of show that has a unique ability to outdo itself every single time I watch a new episode. Spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it, please go experience the episode before watching this video. But definitely do come back to this video right here after you watch it. Alright, so first things first, this episode wastes no time. In the first 10 minutes, they've already started dumping the body of the blackmailer, and Carlo is arrested. Quick side note, I believe I said this last week too, but during that scene where Michael is dumping the body, he makes this panic face which makes me immediately think of Breaking Bad. I don't know if I'm the only one who gets those vibes, but if you get Breaking Bad vibes from this show in general, or just some of the expressions that Bryan Cranston gives, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so back to the plot. During the scene of Carlo getting arrested, we also get to see Jimmy Baxter trying to desperately get in contact with his son to warn him and help him not get arrested. Now, since Carlo gets arrested, Michael is needed by the Baxter family, which is why they keep him alive. Fia sees the whole arrest happen, and guess who she immediately confides in? Yep, you guessed it, her new boyfriend, aka the guy who killed her brother. I get the feeling that by the end of the season, Fia will really feel hurt, because I assume she'll find out about Adam at some point, and she'll probably also find out what her parents did to Kofi's family, and she already knows what Carlo did to Kofi. So the rest of the episode was mostly about how Michael was going to have to figure out a way to get Carlo's case, and we see him navigate quite a few obstacles to get what he needs. The first thing he does is actually convince his boss to let him be the judge at the bail hearing. He grants no bail since Carlo is literally the definition of a flight risk. And we actually get this great scene where Jimmy gets into it with Michael in the courtroom. The reason I like this scene is because in all the other scenes where Jimmy and Michael are facing off, it's like a 90 to 10 power split with Jimmy being in control. But this scene is actually the very first time where Michael isn't completely at Jimmy's mercy. Michael then finds out that he isn't picked to be the judge on the case, and his boss is the one who gets it. So Michael, being the genius character that he is, decides to invite his boss to a bar, and then Jimmy uses his influence with the police to get Michael's boss arrested, which basically gets him the case back. Now, another thing I want to mention briefly is that I think the show does an extremely good job of having 3 or sometimes even more simultaneous, somehow interconnected stories. I saw 4 in this episode. We got the main story, which is Michael getting Carlo's case. Then we have the whole drug story with the Desire Gang, which, by the way, I think will cause another story in which the Desire and the Baxters will go to war. Then we got the Lee Delamere mini story, because she's not being allowed to help put Carlo in jail because her firm represents the prisons. And lastly, we got the police corruption story, in which Detective Costello starts to suspect certain police officers who are working for Jimmy Baxter. Alright, so in terms of show stealers, last week I gave a shout out to Benjamin Flores Jr., because his scene was incredible, and he does a good job in this episode too, without saying a single word. But this week the show stealers are without a doubt Michael Stuhlbarg, and I hope I'm saying that right, and of course Bryan Cranston. Those scenes they had together were incredible, and Jimmy Baxter's speeches in particular really make me sympathetic to his feelings and honestly confuse me on who to side with. On one hand, Michael's character is the main character and the one we're supposed to side with, but I do find myself sometimes feeling bad for Jimmy Baxter. I said this last week and I'll probably say it next week. This is a movie that we are being forced to watch part by part by part rather than all together, and I cannot wait for next week. As always, drop some comments about your theories for what comes next, and also, do you think the truth will ever come out in this season? Because even as of now, Jimmy thinks that Michael was his son's killer, and there's a ton more left, and only 3 more episodes to cover all of it. So yeah, put all that in the comments since I really want to start some conversations down in the comment sections. And obviously, like, subscribe, it's just a tiny click for you, but it really helps us out. Also, if you're a WandaVision fan, stay tuned because we'll be reviewing episode 3 this Friday. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week when I review Your Honor Part 8. Peace.
If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts. By supporting this channel, you're allowing us to keep making this great content and keep Spectre React going. Thanks for watching, and peace out.